They've released a ton of details for this new Disney game, Lorcana. It's a brand new trading card game that's going to rival Magic the Gathering. You are the Illumineer battling head to head against other players. Very similar to Magic the Gathering, where you are a planeswalker. This game consists of 60 cards, and you build your deck as you would, very similar to Magic the Gathering or any other trading card game. Within your deck, you cast spells using 6 different inks, which is very similar to mana in Magic the Gathering. These 6 inks include Amber, Amethyst, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, and Steel, giving an idea on what each of these might represent. Full disclosure, I'm not being paid to make this video. This is something that I find very interesting. I think this is going to rival Magic the Gathering very closely. The game, to me, looks like it's going to play very similar to it. Before I continue, please do me the favor and share this video out there. Share, like, subscribe, all those good things that YouTube really likes. It does me a huge favor by you guys doing this, and it helps support the channel in an easy and effective way. Also, if you guys want, there is a Patreon and memberships that you could sign up. Just look in the links down below. You can see right above me, we have a Mickey Mouse. That's a Gem Mint 10. A bunch of these cards were given out at the Disney 23 or Disney 22 convention that came out, and they hit eBay and they went for thousands of dollars. This game looks like it's all the hype right now. I think it's going to be the MTG rival that we all need right now. So it's an immersive trading card game. Lorcana, you've got people from all sorts of different Disney IPs. You've got Elsa, you've got Mickey Mouse, you've got Maleficent, you've got many more to come. And the biggest detail here is the product. The first set is called the first chapter. So this is going to be something that's going to come out a lot for the next set. I believe they're coming out with 4 sets every year. That is the idea, very similar to what we see with Magic the Gathering. As an Illuminator, you wield 6 magical inks to summon glimmers of Disney characters. So the idea is you're the Illuminator, you're bringing the image on the paper to life, very similar to Mickey Mouse bringing the mop and the brooms to life in Fantasia. It's coming out September 2023. I am very excited about this set. I think it looks very good. I think the design is going to be very similar to the way Magic the Gathering plays. They've got power and toughness, very similar. They've got abilities that are very similar, and they've got the ideas of Illumineer is almost identical to what a Planeswalker is in Magic the Gathering, which is you. You are the player, you are the Planeswalker. In this case, you are the Illumineer. Starter decks. Now, I gotta say the starter decks, they're doing 2 colors with the starter decks. I believe starter decks should have been single color, get an idea of one ability in it instead of 2 different abilities, because each color or each ink in the sense is going to have its own mechanics. Now, the first deck that we have here is the Amber and the Amethyst with Moana and Mickey Mouse on the cover of it. So it's going to be a mix of those two. I'm guessing it's going to be, I don't know, is that going to be water? I'm not entirely sure. It's really hard to pinpoint where these inks are going to be, because Amber to Moana doesn't really feel like it's going to be a watercolor, but it might be. Amethyst to Mickey Mouse is going to be a very magical color, I believe. And then the second deck, we've got the I can't remember his name, from Sleeping Beauty, the Knight from Sleeping Beauty, and then you have Cruella de Vil, and that is Emerald and Ruby. And now Ruby, I believe, you can see the Mickey Mouse right above me. It is a Ruby card. Believe Ruby would be equivalent to red in Magic the Gathering, where it's a very aggressive color. It's a very aggressive ink in the sense where you're going to have very powerful warriors in it. And green is going to be the much more evil and sinister. You're going to see things like Maleficent with their evil green curses. You're going to see things probably very similar to what black would be in Magic the Gathering. And then the last one there, you've got Sleeping Beauty and you got Simba from The Lion King with the 2 there with the Sapphire and the steel colors. Now, steel you would think would be more like the Iron Giant, Big Hero 6 with Baymax. Going to be very interesting to see. I would like to know right off the bat, if one of these starter decks, if you could split apart the two colors and play it against each other as a single player game or a two-player game to learn how to play the game. I think that would be a very interesting way it is. Hopefully that's the idea that they've gone with. If you can split it apart, it makes it a lot easier to learn this. So each starter deck is 60 cards, including 2 foil characters on the packaging front. So the 2 you see on the front are going to be foil in there. 11 game tokens. I don't know what the game tokens are going to be. It looks like you're going to have a lot of summoning in this. I don't know if they're trying to go a different route. The rule book, I remember opening up my first Magic the Gathering starter deck and flipping through that rule book non-stop. It was a different time. And in one booster pack containing 12 randomized cards, you're also getting a booster pack in the starter decks. That is a good addition. Having a booster pack in the starter deck gives it more value. It's going to make it something more. We saw this with the Planeswalker decks when Wizards of the Coast tried the Planeswalker decks and you got 2 booster packs in it. That was a very good product for the time, but it fell very short because they were powered down decks. They took all the ideas of the game and they powered it right down so they weren't giving you something very powerful away. Where in this case, it's a starter deck. You're going to learn how to play the game, and that's what they're more for, a starter deck. And then you want to add some very, very powerful spells in there, or foils in this case, something that brings more value to it than just a powered down deck. And giving the booster pack in there is going to be very unique and very nice in that sense. You're going to be able to open that up, crack it right off the bat, and you'll have that instant satisfaction of the thing. Expanding your collection, so you've got booster packs. What's in the booster packs? 6 common cards, 3 uncommon cards, 2 rares per pack, or super rare or legendary cards. That, I think, is going to be a very good thing. I know when we got down to the Masters editions of Magic the Gathering, they started doing multiple rares just to hype it up a little bit more. And going right off the bat, giving you 2 rares, I think is a great way to go. And then 1 foil card. They're putting Wizards of the Coast to shame with this, adding in a foil card right off the bat and saying, listen, we're not joking around here. This thing is coming straight out. Gift sets, we've seen gift sets with Magic the Gathering, and once again, they fall flat on their face, but the ones that really do succeed are the Pokemon ones. Pokemon gift sets are everywhere when you look down the aisles. It's going to be very interesting to see where this lands. Apparently, this is coming to local game stores. I would assume we're going to see Amazon, Walmart, and very many other big box stores that still carry this type of game. A lot of these games are getting pulled off shelves in Walmart mainly because of theft and because people line up and they steal these things so fast. It's unbelievable. So hopefully they take measures against that in the stores, because otherwise you're going to be stuck there trying to get these things. So the gift set here, it comes with 2 oversized foil cards. I'm not a fan of the oversized cards, especially if they're foil. The oversized foil cards, they always curl. It doesn't matter who it is. They're going to, it's going to inflate something here that I don't think is very good. The oversized cards are fun to have, but that's all they are. They generally don't add anything to it. They get ruined a lot of cases, especially if you're buying this as a gift set for a kid. I believe the oversized cards are just, they're not really, to me, a selling point because you can't use them in a deck. You can't sleeve them up. You have to get specialty sleeves. If you want to put them on a wall, you've got to go out and get a frame for it. They're not easy to use, this oversized cards. For some reason, somewhere down the line, someone said, let's do these oversized cards because they're cool. They never really go well. They always get put in a box and thrown on the back of a room. They don't go anywhere and they don't do anything in the long run. 2 playable foil cards. Once again, it looks like the 2 characters on the front will be probably foil. 34 game tokens. That's a lot of game tokens in that. This is also probably a good starter point because you're going to have 2 right out of the thing. However, you don't get starter decks with these. You just get 4 booster packs plus 12 additional game cards each. So you get 12, I'm guessing, selected cards, and then you get 4 booster packs. So it would have been nice to see this combined to make it a set for 2 people to play at once. It's going to be very strange in that sense. You know what? If stores are smart, they sell 2 starter decks for a deal. That's what I would look at it. And then there's the Illuminator's Trove here, which is 1 storage box. We've seen this in the past with Magic the Gathering products and Pokemon, where you get a little box, you can put it all in. 2 deck boxes, but no decks. 8 booster packs. This is very much like a fat pack or a bundle that you get. 15 game tokens and 1 player guide. The player guide is probably an oversized version of it. It'll be interesting if they lay out all the cards in the player guide. That would be very nice to see, but I highly doubt it. I'm going to guess it's just an introduction to it. This will probably do okay. It's not really up and down. We'll have to wait to see where that goes. It would be great to open some of this for the channel. I will have to wait to see where things land. Now, they're coming out with a ton of accessories too. You got card sleeves, deck boxes, playmats, and portfolios. The portfolios there are players can safeguard their collection with the portfolio card portfolio. It holds 64 standard cards. I'm going to guess it's very similar to what we see with Magic the Gathering, where you can get like an Ultra Pro book like this to put all your cards in. So that would be what my guess is what they're calling the portfolio there. Well, I hope you like that little bit of a review of what's going on with Lorcana. The game to me looks like it's going to rival Magic the Gathering very closely. Wizards of the Coast is in trouble right now with everything that has happened with Magic 30, with Hasbro and the open game license and D&D. They are trending so badly on the market right now. I think Lorcana has its time in the sun, and it will come. If you guys want to see more content about Lorcana in particular, you got to do me one favor, and that is share this video out. Like this video and do whatever you can to increase it getting out there so people see this. Anyway, guys, I'm your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cinder Shadow. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and definitely share this one out if people want to know more about Lorcana. Thanks for watching.